All right, in this video, we're going to go over subtraction of fractions, but renaming in order to accomplish the subtraction. So let's start with a problem in which we have to rename. Let's start with 3 and 3 over 6 minus 1 and 4 over 6. So if we look at this number, or these numbers, you can subtract 1 from 3. You can do that. But if we look at the fractions, we can't subtract 4 6 from 3 6 because 3 is a smaller value than 4. That's like if you want to subtract 4 from 3, we can't do that. We only have 3, but you want to take away 4, you can't do that. So what we have to do is rename, kind of like when we have, let's say, 33 and then 14. I'm just comparing. If we see the 3 here and the 4 here, we can't do that. So in order to rename, we borrow from this 3, and this 30 will become 20, and this 3 will become 13. We're going to do something like that, but not exactly the same. So let's go over the steps as we do it. Step number 1, decompose the mixed number. The mixed number I'm talking about is 3 and 3 over 6. I need to turn this into the same value, but a different name so that I can subtract. And how I'm going to do that is by decomposing first the whole number. 3 can be made by adding 2 plus 1, right? So 3 can be decomposed as 2 plus 1. Now, I'm not going to forget about my fraction, so I'm just going to add it on the other side. Okay? So it would be plus 3 over 6. I didn't change anything. I just renamed it. 3 is equal to 2 plus 1, and 3 6 stays 3 6. The tricky part is using this one whole as a fraction and then renaming this mixed number. Let me show you what I mean. This one whole can also be written as a fraction equal to 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. But I'm going to use 6 over 6 because I need to not change the value. It's still 1. It's one whole, and it also has the same denominator as 6. So now I can rename this as 2 wholes. That's going to stay the same. 6 plus 3 is 9 over 6. Denominator stays the same. So what I just showed you was step number 1, decomposing the mixed number into 2 and 9 over 6. And I renamed the fraction by adding. This is the adding I'm talking about. So now that I have my new mixed number, I'm going to rewrite the equation so it's easier to see, because this is kind of messy. You can move this over. For example, you can move it over here, but then it's kind of messy. So I'm going to rewrite it all together. I'm going to take my renamed fraction right here, mixed number, 2 and 9 over 6. That was here, remember, these two are equal, minus 1 and 4 over 6. Now I can subtract the whole numbers, and I can subtract these two fractions because my numerators are in the appropriate place. I can subtract 4 from 9, or I can say 9 minus 4. So we usually start with the whole numbers. 2 minus 1, that's 1 whole. And then 9 minus 4 is 5, and we leave the denominator the same. And that's pretty much it.